Hello and welcome to episode 60 of the Witchy Knits Podcast. I'm Shaiyeh, I'm a witch and I knit and I spin, I crochet sometimes, I do art, I do all kinds of craft things, and I like to sit down here on this channel and talk about it to you guys every now and then. And today we're back with another video. It's episode 60, which is kind of cool. Hitting an even number, that's always a good milestone, isn't it? And yeah, today I've got a bunch of stuff in front of me to talk about, and yeah, lots of stuff. It's been a little while. I did take 1 week off of uploading, not last week, the week before that. Time is like, I don't know what time it is. But yeah, I did that because I needed a little bit of a break from just filming and stuff. I've been doing it so much lately, which is great, don't get me wrong, but I also spent like the entire week at the stables. I did the same last week, almost, not really, but still. I'm gonna probably be there 3 days this week as well, I don't know. Anyway, I've barely been home, it feels like. I've been doing a bunch of stuff, and yeah, I needed 1 week to just breathe and not edit anything. So last week I got a bullet journal video up for February, and this week we are doing a podcast. Yay! So yeah, as you may have noticed also, the video for the bullet journal went up on a Wednesday because Fridays are all about soft and squishy things, and yeah, I'm trying that out. Trying out the schedule thing I set for myself. Although, you know, with me and schedules, I don't aim to do one video every Wednesday and one every Friday because I could not keep up with that. But yeah, separate days, separate things. Ramble, I'm sorry. Anyway, welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and a very, very warm welcome to you if you're new here. I hope you like it here in my channel where I ramble too much sometimes. Yeah, maybe we should get into the knitting before I start talking your ears off about something else. I've got a bunch of knitting to talk about, so yeah, let's get into it. Grab a drink, I've got water today, grab a snack, maybe you're knitting or something else you're working on, and we'll get into talking about all things fluffy for a bit. So, where to start? I don't have any FOs today, so it's going to be very WIP heavy, which is okay, I guess. But I'm going to start with this. I actually already started on my Make 9 list for the year. So if you haven't watched that video, it is up there. You can go and watch it. It's me talking about what 9 projects I have in my queue for this year. I will definitely add to the queue, honestly. I've already got my eyes on several projects I want to do apart from the Make 9 list, but those are my Make 9 queue items that I aim on definitely making this year, and I already started on my first project from that list. In no specific order, this is from further down in the list, but this is very tangled. I'm just gonna undo the tangles. How do you tangle up a project, you may ask? Well, I managed just fine. What have I done? Anyway, this does not look like much yet, but this will be The Great Love by ANKESTRiCK. It is going to be a cardigan, and so far it is, yeah. As I said to David a couple of days ago, it looked like Texas. Doesn't really look like Texas anymore, but yeah. It went through a phase where it kind of looked like Texas, which is kind of fun. But yeah, this is how far I've gotten on that. It is a nice textured knit. I'm knitting it out of thinner yarn than the pattern calls for, but I wanted a thinner cardigan, so yeah, we'll see how that turns out. So far, I think I'm on target with the size of it, so that's nice. And yeah, it's, like I said, a textured knit. This is the back side, I think. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I've both got a light in my eyes at the moment, so when I look at this, all I see is like light blobs, and it's also black yarn. But yeah, it is, I don't know if you can tell. It doesn't look like much yet because I am just setting up for the front and back and stuff, but I'm enjoying it. It's very nice, it's very meditative, it's a very easy to memorize texture pattern, and yeah, so far so good. Making good progress on my Make 9 list already. Past 1 month in, and I've already started the list. That's good. I've never done that before with, like, I've never actually had a Make 9 list, but I've had like ones for myself, and I've had a queue that I've been very set on working from earlier years, but just never really done it. So I'm very happy I've at least started on my queue. So I am knitting this out of, this is Kampes 2-ply, which again is a bit thinner than the pattern calls for. It is roughly a sport weight, a heavy sport weight, and yeah, it is a Swedish yarn. It is non-superwash wool, Swedish wool, and it is very nice, very soft. I like it. This has been sitting in my stash forever. I've got one skein left in the cubby there, and I will buy more if I have to, but yeah, I might have enough. We'll see. I just caked this up yesterday and I've got a cake attached there. It is so far a pretty interesting construction that I've never done before, and yeah, like I said, 2-ply, Kampes, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this project. I'm enjoying it, although it has been raising a few question marks for me. A couple of new things that I don't think I've done before. Yeah, I have, but not in the combination they're in here. So yeah, when I've been too tired, I've had a hard time with this, but right now it's very easy, just back and forth and follow the texture and stuff, so that's very nice. Anyway, that's my Great Love by ANKESTRiCK, and yeah, fun. I hope to work some more on that before next time. My second WIP is another garment, and you've seen this before. I have put this, it is in this bag that I made, I have put this project in Timeout. I'm not mad at it, but it's in Timeout. It is the Goldwing, and I'm not sure what to do with it. I took some photos, you can see them here. It's just the weirdest fit on me, and I talked about this last time. I really need to be wearing a bra with this, otherwise it just sits even worse. But I was in these pictures and it's still just not for my body. I think, I mean, the shoulders work, but these are still too far down. I moved them up from the pattern. They're supposed to be split down here, and that would be right in my waist, and that's not gonna look, I mean, swanchos are a thing, but this is not swanchos sized. I could have sized up and done a swancho if I had known, but yeah, here is okay. These are too far down, and then this is just very, very big. That's why I said it was like slightly oversized, but I was also like thinking this would be slightly oversized, and I mean it could block to be oversized, but I don't know. I might just not do, I might just restart and move the sleeves to up here and do less stitches in the body or something. I don't know. I need to math this to make it work, and right now I'm too upset with it to actually just take the pattern and my measurements and do a bunch of maths. I'm not that invested in it. It's so pretty. I love this pattern. It's so gorgeous and I want to wear it, but I don't know if I'm that invested that I'm going to just sit and re-math the entire pattern to fit my body. I don't know if that's in the stars for me with this pattern. We'll see. I've put it in Timeout, so I'll come back to it in maybe a month and see if I still feel like I don't want to make this work, then I'll just rip it out and use the yarn for something else, and maybe attack it with a different yarn and a different brain another day in the future, when I'll totally make a note though to say, please do some maths to get all the measurements to fit you before you start, because you'll be upset if you don't. And also note to self, do that for every single one of her patterns, because I do own a few. I want to knit them, they're so pretty, but this is just not for me, not for my body, which is a shame because I love it and it's been very enjoyable to knit as well. It's just not working out. But that's life. Sometimes things don't work out and then you kind of have to kill your darlings, right? So yeah, but I'm not doing that just yet. I'm putting it in timeout for a while and then I'll come back and see what I decide on. My next WIP is a lot more enjoyable right now. My next WIP lives in this bag, which is sort of oversized for the project it's for, but that's okay. It's the one bag I had free at the moment. So in here lives a new cast on, a new test knit, my first test knit for 2023, which I am super stoked about. This is, I haven't gotten very far yet, but this is going to be the Nouveau Cowl by Handdyed Knits on Instagram, by Mary Hunt of Handdyed Knits. Oop, almost dropped a stitch, don't want to be doing that. So yeah, I have been working on this yesterday and the day before and the day before, but I had to restart this. So yeah, at first I had too low contrast, so I had to restart, but I'm loving this knit so far. It's so good, and you know how much I love colour work. So this is knit out of, this is undyed yarn from Adlibris, and this caramel colour is yarn that I dyed. It is from just a yarn called Ulla. But yeah, I re-knit. I dyed this with onion skins, and both yellow and red onion skins, to get this lovely caramel colour. And like I said, this is just undyed plain yarn, so it's a very soft yellow toned white yarn, and they are gorgeous in combination. So I have been binge watching Animal Crossing content on YouTube while knitting this, because I have fallen back down the rabbit hole. I want to redo my island. Yeah, I haven't been feeling like playing Animal Crossing in ages, like a year more, I don't know. That's how long it sticks, but yeah, I have been watching people walking around cute islands in Animal Crossing whilst working on this, and it is going to have a lovely owl up here. I can't wait to get there. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this back up after filming and knit on this for a bit, and let's see how far I get. I am also actually filming the process of knitting this, so there will be a video start to finish of knitting this that will be going up on release, hopefully, of the cowl. This is maybe not the best ad for the knit, because you can't see the main feature of it yet, but yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. Here's a picture of the promo pic that the designer has. It is so pretty. I cannot wait to have this. And of course I'm knitting it out of owl colours because it's a barn owl, and that's what inspired me to dye the yarn this way. At first I had this as my contrast, which doesn't look very different from this. When you do hold them together, they do look different. This is dyed with avocado. It's a very soft pinkish beige, and this looks okay, and in the cakes it looked okay, but low contrast. But in the cowl, it just did not work. I couldn't see anything of what was going on, so that's why I swapped to the white, and that's why I had to reknit. But yeah, that means I've got 100 grams of avocado beige pinkish yarn to do something else with, which is very exciting. Anyway, so many words. Like I said, Nouveau Cowl by Hand Knits, Mary Hunt Hand Knits on Instagram, upcoming pattern, and I am super excited to be knitting this. Yay! Back in the bag it goes, and we'll talk about my next WIP, which is living in this bag and is yet another cowl. This time though it is my own design, and it is awfully tangled. I have not gotten very far in this either, but it is going to be my Mantis, my Mantis Cowl. So yeah, I've literally only just started the colour work. So right now it's 1 by 1 stripes. So you can see the swatch here. Yeah, there we go. This is the pattern. It's supposed to go that way. My swatch for the pattern that I made for, well, as I was designing it. So yeah, this is going to be that in these lovely green and purple colours. They are, I recaked this because I struggle with knitting from, you know, those kinds of balls of yarn, so I recaked them. But this is Istex Einband, which is a very thin, it's a lace weight wool, Icelandic wool, and yeah, it's a lot of stitches. It's going to be quite involved and very like a thin, well, not thin, thin? A light cowl. But yeah, I am kicking myself for doing regular 1 by 1 rib. I should have done twisted. I don't know why I didn't do half twisted. It's my favourite, but yeah, I didn't. I might do that for the pattern itself, but yeah, that is what I am working on. Like I said, I haven't gotten very far. A couple of other projects came in between, like the owl cowl, so yeah, but yeah, you can see some of the colour work there, and yeah, I will be continuing on this once I get the owl cowl done. So yeah, not a lot to say about that today, other than that's my own design. It is going to look like this, but in green and purple, and this is half of that. So it's going to have that one, and that, and then that one again. So yeah, that is my Mantis Cowl. That is still unnamed, but I'm working on that. It is very much a prototype still, so yeah. And those are all of my knitting WIPs. Super exciting. I do not have any FOs today, like I said at the start, but I do have a couple of spinning WIPs for once. I'm going to start with the one you've seen this before, but it's been quite some time since I last showed it. But I have been working on my grey and black and red merino silk spin. This is my first ply of that. I finished this a while ago now, and I've been slowly making my way through the second, and then I'm going to do the third ply. I am spinning super fine, as fine as I can basically. I could probably spin thinner, but yeah, it's very, very fine yarn. So I'm gonna 3-ply this. I am really, really excited, but it's taking me a while. I don't know why. I just don't sit down to spin. I should, but I have so many other things that I'm doing right now. But yeah, gonna show you the fluff. This is going to be the third ply. So this is what it looks like. It is, like I said, merino and silk in black, grey, red and white. And yeah, it is beautiful and so soft and I'm so excited about this one. See, the colour's a bit better there. But yeah, pretty straightforward spindle spin. Where do I put it there? On my crystal spindle that I got at Forfest 2019, I think it was. It's been so long, gosh. Which is exciting. We're going back to Forfest this year. It's the first Forfest since the Panini happened, I think. And it looks like we're going this year, which is super exciting. But yeah, my second spinning project. You can slightly see it on the wheel. There is fluff on the bobbin for the first time in what feels like forever. I haven't done any wheel spinning in so long. I had a hard time making things work with the wheel. It's been sort of moody after moving, and yeah, it is a moody wheel. I've said that before. It's an antique wheel, and sometimes it's kind of hard to get it to like cooperate, but I have it figured out. At the moment it is perfect for spinning what I'm spinning right now, so I'm trying to work through it quickly before it decides to not be okay. But in here is some fluff that I dyed. This is pencil roving wool. I don't think it has any nylon content. I think it's just wool. It is over dyed over grey and brown specks, which are these darkest bits, but I dyed orange and red over it, so it's got this lovely orange, red and pink with these dark bits going on. So yeah, I am spinning this at the moment on the wheel, and I'm super excited to see how this works out. Going to probably 3-ply this as well, because that's my go-to. I don't know why, it's just how it's turned out. And yeah, it is very soft, very fluffy, very nice to spin. Once you have to sort of undo this before spinning, obviously, but yeah, so I just go like that to fluff it up, and then I can draft and spin it very easily. So yeah, that is that one. I dyed this. I had a day in the dye pots last week, and I don't know what day it was, but as I was dyeing up the avocado and onion skin yarn, I was also like, yeah, let's also dye some fluff so I can spin it. And I also made this, which is giving me very much egg. And I love it. It's so bright. This is onion skin and orange food dye. So yeah, I'm very excited to see over just plain white pencil roving again, because I still have a ton of that I need to work my way through. But yeah, this is also going to go on the wheel, I think. I feel like these are going to be so awful to spin on a spindle. I don't know. I kind of enjoy spinning these on a wheel. I haven't tried spinning these on a spindle, maybe I should, but yeah. That is going on the wheel next. They're very giving me like the filling of a Cadbury cream egg. That's what this reminds me of. And now I wish they had vegan ones. I love Cadbury cream eggs. I just can't have them because of the chocolate. But yeah, I love these colours on this one. So I'm really excited to be spinning this once I have the other fluff off the wheel. So I have some wheel spinning in my near future, which is fun and exciting. So yeah, those are all the fluffy bits, I think. Yeah, that is what I have been working on this week, or these past couple of weeks. Lots of new stuff going on. So I do have an idea that I want to ask about, if anybody would be like interested in. I do sew a bunch, and I also knit a bunch. Like for instance these, my broom riders mitts that I can't stop knitting these. These are so cozy. These are, I showed these last time, these are my at home cozy fluffy Broom Riders mitts that I made from handspun and 2 yarns held together. Anyway, I have been thinking, because I like to sew bags and I like to post about it here, so I continually make bags for content, and I plan on continuing to do that. I do end up with a surplus of bags and I was thinking maybe I should just start posting them for sale on my Ko-fi. Is that something people would be interested in? I would like to know. Let me know in the comments. I will also post about this on Instagram. But yeah, like for instance, bags like these. This one is my personal bag, but like bags like these, or maybe, I don't know, bags that I come up with in the future. And also just plain bags, because I do enjoy making them. They're a good like mindless project for when I need something to do and I have the hankering for sewing. But yeah, I've been thinking about that, and also like small knits like the mitts or something like that. Maybe not like prototype knits for patterns, but maybe also, I don't know, a place to put stuff that I won't use myself, but yeah. Is that a thing? Could that be a thing? Let me know. Also, speaking about the Ko-fi, I hate to be like, please give me money, but I did set up a goal for streaming gear, because that is something I really want to get into on the channel, maybe a second channel, we'll see. But like I mentioned with Animal Crossing, and also with like the Friday mount runs in World of Warcraft, and also I've got this very cute witchy game where you make potions that David gave me, and I kind of want to like make videos and stream those. And yeah, so I've made a little goal on there on Ko-fi, where you can donate to, specifically to help the channel with getting streaming gear, which will also like be stuff to also up the quality of my regular videos, like microphone and maybe more lighting and stuff like that. Because I do know that the sound quality in my videos aren't the best, and I'm not putting off getting a microphone, I just don't really have the funds. But that is all that, it's like no pressure whatsoever. I know other people also have not the best financial situations and stuff, so I wouldn't expect anyone to go and put money into that. I would be immensely grateful if you did, of course, but there is absolutely no pressure. I'm just letting you guys know there is a goal just in case, because also like I want to continue like expanding out what I do on the channel and stuff, and if you want to help out, there is a place to do that. But yeah, I don't like doing those kinds of self-promo things. Please don't feel like you have to go and donate or anything. It's just there. And I've let you guys know that it's there. Now we can all ignore it. Anyway, this is awkward. I'm so sorry. But other things that I have been working on, and yeah, we have a... Sorry, this rabbit hole, it keeps going. This happened. We got more Warhammer. I have more Necrons, and I am currently building 10 more of the little warriors I've shown you before, and I've already built 3 of these, and yeah, this keeps happening. I'm being overrun by tiny little skeleton robots, and I am not about to say please don't. It's so much fun. And they have this little snail dude. I don't know what he is. He's a plasmacite. I know what he is. He's weird. But yeah, that happened. We got another big box, and yeah, it's another starter box, but it's a very good value. You get a lot of figures. So I have some stuff to build and paint. and I've not finished painting my first box. It's great. Get a new hobby, start with a pile of shame. Anyway, that's my Warhammer update. I've got more models, a lot more, and I'm excited and I want to paint them, but I need to do this work first. I feel like I'm gonna try and get some built today at least. But yeah, to the person who said, oh no, you've fallen down the black hole of Warhammer. Yes, I have, but I don't feel like crawling out of it. It's fun. I am enjoying myself down here in the black hole of Warhammer. But yeah, that is about all I have for today, I think. Lots and lots of just projects, and yeah. I'm in this like mood where I want to do all the things, but I don't have all the time. And that is not good. But yeah, I'm making stuff and I'm enjoying it. That's sort of maybe a reason why I kind of want to get into streaming as well, is I actually give myself the time to sit down and play a thing that I want to play for an hour or two. It's been like that with Animal Crossing. I just haven't felt like I have the time to sit down and play it. And over the past 2-3 days I've been playing a little bit every day, which has been very nice. So I'm trying to like map out what I want to change. I want to film this because like my island is total chaos. I have no idea how I have 5 stars, but it's like total chaos, and I really need to straighten it up. It's just awful. But yeah, that is something I want to do. Anyway, like I said, I think that's it for today, before I ramble on for like 5 more hours about everything and nothing. Thank you all so much for watching and for being here. I hope you enjoyed the episode and my projects, and yeah, I will see you again very soon in another video. If you would like to keep seeing what I get up to on the channel with my art and my knitting and all of the other stuff that I make and post about, please consider clicking the subscribe button and also ring the little bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Like the video if you liked it, leave a little comment down below if you have anything you want to talk about. And yeah, I will see you again very, very soon. Have a lovely time and a great weekend until I see you again. Stay safe, stay warm and cozy, knit stuff, have fun, and yeah, I will see you again soon. Bye!